Hey, welcome. Amy Barney here. Have you been wondering how to take it to the next level and slay those goals that you have? You guys, I have had the most amazing experience last year and this year, as well as I use this for every event I go to learn exactly what I need to learn so that I can become the person I need to become. And so I just really wanted to share this. It's been like so powerful doing this to achieve the Bahamas cruise last year, and I actually was super behind at the end and wasn't sure I was going to do it, but I used these steps I'm going to share with you, and this is generic. I'm not going to go into details for exactly what I did, but the principles. I used this to achieve the dream that I wanted to go on that Bahamas cruise, and I did it again this year for this trip. This exclusive, all-inclusive resort for two that I so desperately wanted to take my husband to spoil him for all his support that he's always given me, and to be able to celebrate our 20th anniversary there and to do something just for him. And it has blown me away every single month. And this is about the power of intention and how you can harness that to get what you want. Every single month I have set these goals so that I could get the trip, and I decided to get it 2 months earlier than needed, and I did it a day earlier than I needed to within the 2 month period. So I did it within 4 of the 6 months, and it's just completely blown my way about my mind about how much easier it is, and how much less like force I need to do by using the power of intention. And so I want to go over that. And I looked it up. I Googled up, a little bit about it online. I want to share my experiences, but I'm going to share a little bit of what Goalcast has said about it. Utilizing the power of the mind to influence your life. Intention isn't a do it once and forget about it kind of thing. Okay? It's a continuous, consistent use of the mind in a very focused manner. And there are several ways you can both enhance this state and use it to get what you want in life. And you guys, it's so true. Now the problem I have is, well, I'm super focused on one thing. It's hard for me to do this for more than one big thing in my life, which is why my health hasn't been that great. It's because I've been zero focused in on this trip, and I earned it. And so now I really want to learn to make this important in my life for my health, so that I can get healthier, get back to my goal weight, and be able to do more. When you have better health, you can do more, you can help more people. So I'm gonna try and use these exact tips to do that for my health. So oops, I think I started on the wrong side. So using it right, it's an incredible power, you guys. Most of us, we go about our daily life, we're carried by the winds of circumstance. I remember I lived most of my life this way, where you're like super thrilled and happy because something goes your way, or you're frustrated and angry because something happened, right? And generally just let whatever happens guide our direction in life, and we let it guide how we feel. And if we ever really try to achieve something, we rarely put all of our mental energy into it. And it's true. And I think, except for a few circumstances in my life that I stand out really strongly in my mind. When I was on my mission in Argentina, I used the power of intention a lot because I was so passionate about what I was doing and so focused on it. I remember when I wanted to get a job that was really important to me, and that's all I thought about. I was like, I'm gonna have this job. It is my job. I'm gonna get, and I got it. And I remember how focused I was, and I really felt like it was making things happen. Like I could feel like it was gonna be. I knew it would happen. And the problem is when most of us are placing our fate into the hands of uncontrollable forces. And sure, there are many things that you're not going to be able to control. Things happen along this way, stuff happens. But we learn to adapt to it. And but you can control many aspects of your life thanks to the power of intention. So I love this by Wayne Dyer. He says, our intention creates our reality. So if you're not being intentional at all, then how is your reality going to be? It's defined as a thing intended, an aim, or a plan. The power of intention is a power of a focused mind. And you guys, it's like magic. Like it literally felt like magic these last 4 months. And it has been the most amazing experience as I've been working towards my goal of earning this trip for my husband and myself. As I've watched exactly what I zero focused in on about how much I want to do each month so that I could get it in 4 months. And I planned it out, and I would track it every day, and it came about. Everything that I wanted. It was insane. And so, let's see. When focusing our mental energy on something, we're able to give more of our brain power to it. It's not magic or hocus pocus, though I gotta say, it kind of feels like magic when you're in the zone and you're doing this. It's our own innate tool in our mind being placed into the right position to perform at its maximum efficiency. So Bruce Lee, he said that if a man went into a fight wanting to bite another man's ear off, kind of a weird analogy, and decided that he would do it no matter what, even at the cost of his own life, he would be very likely to succeed, much more than a fighter who's simply going in to defend himself. So the difference is, if you just go in there to just defend whatever happens to you, rather than going in with the intention to do something, the other person's way more likely to succeed because they have that intention. Okay. So Napoleon Hill also spoke of it in Think and Grow Rich. Great example in there. But it all sounds great, right? But like, how do you harness that power? I mean, this has been something I've been figuring out myself and working on, and I can say honestly now, like, I understand it. And I can see it, and I can feel it, and I know how it worked in my business, and I know how to duplicate it now. But it took a while for me to like really fully understand how to make that happen. So here are the 3 things that you can do. Number 1, you have to decide what you want. You got to be clear about that. By definition, to use the power of intention, you need to know what you're aiming for. And if you don't know this, you're never going to be able to utilize that power effectively. It's got to be clear. It's got to be focused. I knew exactly what I wanted, and let's see. I don't have, it's up on my wall, but I have a vision board. Actually, let me see. I think I have it here. And I would look at it every day and would focus on it. So I carried it in my calendar. 20th anniversary trip to Riviera Maya. Okay? I have pictures of everything we're going to do. And you guys, it was so real to me. Like, I knew it was going to happen. From day one that I started doing it, I knew it was going to be a thing. I know we're going there. I know exactly what I'm going to do, and I would visualize it, and I know exactly how it's going to feel, and I know how exciting and how emotional and how beautiful and special it was going to be. And, you know, and I practiced this over and over again. So, you got to know and get clear. So number 2, get clear on your why. Now that to me is the connection. If you can know what, like for me, I want to lose weight. I really do. I want to get healthier. I've gained all this weight. I'm sitting around working my business, stress eating over COVID. But I don't have a clear why on it. It's just kind of like, meh, because I'm focused on other things that are more important to me. And so I haven't been very successful there because I'm like, I want to do it, but I don't have that strong why. And you got to know why you want to do it. You might believe you want to travel the world, but why? What will traveling the world get you, or how will it make you feel? You have to tap into what that feeling, you got to get in. So like when you get into the feelings, and that's when you're getting into it, and that's when you're creating that power to, create your life. But if you can't feel it and like really, feel it, it's not going to happen. So you got to get clear on the why. It gives power to your intention. Okay. So, by looking at that, and I feel, how much I want my husband, because he wasn't able to go on the Bahamas trip, how much I really wanted him to be able to go with me. And like, I really want to be able to give him this special trip. And it was something that's very important to me, strong, powerful why. And, we love creating memories and experiences. And so having that feeling and that why behind it, it gives the power to your intention. Without it, it's hard to have that focus. So number 3, you got to visualize, which, what I was doing with this. So knowing what you want and why you want it serves as a foundation, and visualization is the future planning version of intention-based exercises. It shows you where you're going and helps you map out a path to get there. So yeah, I knew what I wanted, I knew why I wanted it, and I had the feelings behind it, and I mapped out a vision. I would look at this every day. I would do neuro tools or meditation, you might say, where I'm imagining me being there and doing that. And through using that, and then focusing on what I wanted, and then I dive in. Of course, there's the work. I had to do the work. dive into the income producing activities in my business, consistently showing up every single day, I was able to create and, get that trip within the 4 month period. And so it's just powerful, you guys. It's so powerful. These are easy steps, but it can be, it's sometimes very hard to keep that focus. It's like the brain is always losing focus. It's always getting off track. You have to constantly refocus. And by having that, that power behind your intention because of your why and the vision board, it helps to recenter and refocus. And so whenever I got distracted or I was having maybe I had a moment, maybe someone was, not very kind to me, or I had I don't know, something happened that throws me off, I might take a break and go meditate and then refocus again and go back at what I needed to do. So I hope that was helpful. I know it's like, until you do it, it's really kind of hard. I mean, just like, oh yeah, that's so simple, right? It really does take focus, like it says in the beginning. It's not do it once and forget it about kind of thing. It's a continuous, consistent use of the mind in a focused manner. And so that's where it's at. Is you got to, and you're not going to be perfect at it. There were days when I wasn't as focused, but I always went back to it all the time. And I still showed up every day doing the work, even though maybe my mind wasn't always as focused. But I would always come back to it. And so you got to continuously focus on it, know where you're going, why you want it, and have a visualization of it. And then just show up every day. Show up every day. And you guys, it works. It's crazy. So I also use this. And by the way, you guys, I have an event coming up. And Mel Robbins is speaking at it, you guys. So if you would like my Cliff Notes on that, whatever she's going to share with us, it's this week. Just shoot me a message. I'll send that to you. I also use this power of intention for all the events I go to. So before I go to an event, I will think about exactly what I need. And I'm going to write it out. Write out exactly what I need from this event, what I need to learn, what I'm looking for, how I want to feel, what it's going to do for me. And because I do that before I go to whatever these events are, I find that. And I find when I go back and I look at it, everything that I wrote down and that I intended to find, because I review it every day, it happens. It comes about. And it's the power of intention. So it's such a wonderful tool. Use it. Create your life. Create the dreams that you want. Don't leave your life up to a whim and whatever's going to happen, but intend the things that you want. Make them come to pass in your life through these tools. I'm going to recap them real quick. Decide what you want. Define it. Know the why behind it, because that's going to give you the power to your intention. And then visualize it. And then you're going to show up every single day. And you're going to focus. And you're going to make it happen. Okay? So I want to hear your examples. If you guys have had any, experiences with this that you would love to share, please share below. I would love that. Also, by the way, again, if you would like my Cliff Notes from Mel Robbins, I will be taking notes on what she's sharing. Just send me a message and I will send that to you. I believe it'll be on Saturday, so I will send it to you next week. Okay? Have a great night.